guy that played the hard play at. And then that was pretty much next to last play because they knew that they couldn't stop me. So I ran a running play on the last play out of the wing tight. I can't remember. It was a pistol set, and I run a halfback power O, and I scored from like 60 yards out. They in the Discord. Yeah, I know it, man. Stupid. I'll probably go to bed too because the head-to-head ain't worth it. Head-to-head's a pain in the ass. I'm 2-1. What? Yeah, tomorrow night I do, unfortunately. Hey. God dang it. Charlie, no. Yeah, I'll be asleep. More than likely. There we go. Come on now. Oh yeah, like I said, I was perfect on like the third, fourth quarter. I was dotting them up. I run through a little half quarterback draw in there, went for 8 yards. I ran a little power eye, and I threw all kinds of shit at him. Took him off balance.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from L.A. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Bush. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Mays up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Roethlisberger slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Morton Anderson.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Loose. The question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Chargers 14, 49ers nothing. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
At the 28-yard line.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Bush. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger will be left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 32.
Incomplete. Intended for Raheem Mostert. An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson, option right. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And in is Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Sanders. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Try to pound it in with Alstott. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 14, 49ers 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on first down. Bush. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 30 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make the run out, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ben to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Notre Dame great Bryant Young in for the sack that time. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
4 at the 12-yard line.
This is Bush. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Bush. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Jackson options out left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ricky Jackson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
15-yard gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. Pass the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the Niners' 12-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
An extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a penalty. And he will score. Touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Bush on the return. Oh, well moved. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Brian.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The ball carrier.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He was covered by
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He's across midfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.
That's what everybody was afraid of. That's why I'm kind of holding off on buying stuff like that. Damn. You said that was the Xbox? Damn. That was nice. Scrubs? That's our reach. No, that's
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. But not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
3-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Well, they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Vic Fangio, an old school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. He tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14, but it's now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
17 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 42 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Broncos 0. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Middle. 51 to 51. I'm trying to collect.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
39-yard line.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Time to go. Night, night. Ring her, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Roethlisberger going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
By the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
One of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brought down by Chris Harris. A 7-yard gain on the play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his left. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Nnamdi Asomugha there on the tackle. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
9-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. Oh, wide open. Complete. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Anderson on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Goes take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nnamdi. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Roethlisberger going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers. And oh, he coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Oh, there we go. This is terrible, man. Nice. 3 straight. I'm surprised.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards on the ground. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Jackson, option right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Sanders. And shedding through the tackle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He gives it up. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That second down play nets a -4. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
A gain of 12 yards brings up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers, 0.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Bush. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, you want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
At the 20-yard line.
The tackle by Troy Polamalu
brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Bush. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
To number 11,
Julio Jones
touchdown.
there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the...
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
want to.
No, but... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Morton Anderson for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
And automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. He knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
That's another 49er first down.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now Bush on the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw is Montana. Looking deep for Julio. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will look to throw. Montana looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Another run here with Sanders. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.